We are back with Mayor McCann. Let's get into the future of the island coming off last weekend's retreat. Did you like the retreat? Did it serve the purpose you wanted it to serve?
It did. We went back to Beaufort, where we've been for years. One of the advantages to going to Beaufort, it brings the council together as a team for 2.5 days. I mean, spending 2.5 days with your colleagues gets a lot done than going to a meeting for an hour and a half along the way. The biggest thing that came out of the retreat was a referendum that we'll announce in January.
Okay.
The referendum is to reinvest in Hilton Head Island. That's what it's about. It's a quality of life referendum. And it covers parks and recreation, the arts and culture. There will be no increased taxes for the residents. About a year ago, we went out and we put 4 mills on everybody's tax bills every year to pay for money to replenish, repurpose our reserves for storms.
Right, since the hurricane.
Yeah. We want to keep that in for another 20 years, that same 4 mills. And that 4 mills will pay for the arts and culture and the parks and recreation.
Okay, now the 4 mills, I don't pay my taxes in mills and you don't either. It's like $20 per 100,000?
It's about
roughly?
20 or 100, yes.
Yeah, so that's, I don't think if you asked 10 people on the street, are you paying 4 mills of taxes to replenish the town's budget? Anybody even remembers we did that?
No, they don't.
Yeah, and
No.
okay, when you talk about supporting the parks, obviously maintenance and creation of new things and whatever, you talk about the arts. Is that involve funding for the Arts Center or funding for maybe putting some money away to make a bigger investment into a newer kind of art center, or just, you know, some opportunities like that?
It involves Honeyhorn.
Okay.
It involves Mitchellville. And it involves the current arts and improving the current arts.
Okay.
We're looking for some more collaboration out of USCB, and we're looking to expand the arts program on the island.
And having some funds to do that. Anything else we want to talk about from the retreat?
No, the parks were a big thing.
Yeah.
Our parks are 30 years old. So we're looking to replenish the parks and upgrade the parks, put pickleball in. Like
I was going to say, give me an example of something we can that we're going to do to the parks, or that you would like to do to the parks that would change them from what they are now.
The work that we're doing on the parks is coming from the consultant's recommendation. We hired a consultant to do a year's study along the way. He's coming in with a recommendation. And a lot of it is baseball down at the south end of the island. A lot of it is more soccer in Chaplin. But he's coming in with an overall plan, and that's the plan we'll adopt to work on the parks.
So it sounds to me like more active use of the parks. Right now they are very, very well passively used. Yes. People go and they take their dog and they do that, but there's not a lot of activity at some of the parks, and that's
right.
what you want to
Yeah, and the consultant's also looking at Planners Row, piece of property we own.
Sure.
There. He's looking at that as being part of the park solution.
Where are you on that? Because that's a good topic to get into, and it merits a lot of discussion because it's a really nice piece of real estate.
If you look in New York City, which I hate to compare everything to New York City, you look at Central Park. A Central Park would be beautiful on Planners Row. A walking park, water, some activities in there. It would be a great location for a Central Park type atmosphere.
All right, something to discuss, something to be a part of in the coming year and years ahead. Hey, got a little something for you for Christmas now.
Oh.
Because a mayor always needs to be able to handle the coin flips of things that happen. You know, when you got that decision to make and it's down to a coin flip for you. My daughter brought this from New York.
Thank you.
It is the official coin for the Pinstripe Bowl,
nice,
which
very
is
nice.
Michigan State and Wake Forest. They'll be playing a couple of days after Christmas. So if you're in town, you know, I don't think that gets you in, but in case they need you to flip the coin, there's.
But thank you, and thank your daughter first. Thank you very much.
I'll do that.
I wish you a Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to you.
And to you. And again, good luck with those coin flips. Share it with Riley. He'll probably need a little of that help too. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much to Mayor John McCann for his continuing efforts with us to let you know what's going on in the world. We got so much more ahead. Back with HGTV's Dream Home next.